In 2010, there was a scary situation on Qantas Flight 32. The plane had 440 passengers and 29 crew members. It was a big test for aviation safety. Not long after the plane left Singapore, one of the engines on the Airbus A380 broke in a way that caused a lot of damage. This caused a chain reaction of problems with the plane systems, and everyone on board was in serious danger. This video tells the amazing story of how the crew of Qantas Flight 32 overcame challenges and safely landed the damaged plane. A routine departure turns into chaos. Qantas Flight 32, known as the Super Jumbo Airbus A380, was meant to showcase the epitome of modern aviation safety. However, on that fateful day in November, this perception was about to be shattered. As the aircraft climbed out of Singapore, a double explosion from the number 2 engine sent alarm bells ringing in the cockpit. The crew immediately responded, taking control of the situation and following the emergency procedures provided by the electronic centralized aircraft monitoring system. A race against time. As more and more systems failed and alarms filled the cockpit, the crew realized how in danger they were. The explosion had not only damaged the engine, but also punctured several fuel tanks and cut critical wiring loops. The crew's primary objective became ensuring the safety of the passengers and crew, while addressing the numerous challenges they faced. Fuel leaks and imbalance. One of the most pressing issues was the fuel leak caused by the engine failure. The crew discovered that the explosion had compromised several fuel transfer pipes, resulting in a rapid leak. This not only threatened the fuel supply, but also created a lateral imbalance, making the right wing heavier than the damaged left wing. Despite these challenges, the crew utilized their expertise and decided to monitor the fuel in the remaining feed tanks above each engine, disregarding the malfunctioning fuel system indicators. Center of gravity calculation errors. The damaged aircraft center of gravity became another critical concern. The ECAM system struggled to calculate the aircraft's center of gravity due to erroneous data from faulty sensors. However, the crew's resourcefulness came to the fore as they resorted to manual calculations using the flight crew operating manual. Their calculations confirmed that the center of gravity would remain within acceptable limits for landing. Hydraulic system failures. The engine explosion had severely compromised the aircraft's hydraulic system, essential for controlling vital components such as slats, flaps, ailerons, rudders, elevators, and the horizontal stabilizer. The crew faced a daunting task of managing the limited remaining hydraulic power. They made the bold decision to shut down pumps connected to the number 4 engine, preserving the hydraulic power available to critical control surfaces. Demonstrating crew resource management. Throughout the harrowing experience, the crew of Qantas Flight 32 displayed exceptional crew resource management skills. The captain delegated tasks, effectively communicated with the team, and made crucial decisions, taking into account the input from his first and second officer. They leveraged the aircraft's advanced autopilot capabilities to compensate for degraded control surfaces, ensuring the stability of the aircraft. The triumph of teamwork and resilience. For over 2 hours, the crew skillfully managed the complex challenges thrown their way. The remarkable teamwork, resilience, and quick thinking kept the situation under control. As they continued to communicate with air traffic control, they requested additional time in the holding pattern to address the fuel and the hydraulic issues before initiating their approach back to Singapore, the safe landing. Finally, after meticulously assessing the remaining fuel and hydraulic resources, the crew guided the crippled aircraft for a safe landing. Despite the compromised landing gear and the inherent risks, the skillful crew brought Qantas Flight 32 back to Earth. The passengers and crew disembarked, grateful for their survival and in awe of the remarkable display of aviation expertise and bravery. In conclusion, the story of Qantas Flight 32 shows how dedicated and professional airline crews are all over the world. During a very difficult situation, the crew showed great talent, strength, and good decision-making skills. They followed the emergency rules, worked well as a team, and used everything they had to make sure everyone stayed alive. The incident showed how important it is to keep making airplanes safer and how hard engineers and experts work to make them better. The amazing story of Qantas Flight 32 will always be remembered in aviation history as a brave and successful journey despite challenges. That's all for the video today. We will be right back with more videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.